Alright, so Liam Bailey is set to make back his return back to the national squad after he was sidelined in the Premier League from Aston Villa. Alright, so Liam Bailey came on at the second half and never make a big impact on the match. He take one shot and that wasn't on target. He made a couple crosses. He made 16 complete passes out of 18. He made 29 touches. So basically, he was involved in the game. But he just came back from injury, so he's not 100% back on form. But the biggest question is, will Liam Bailey be a part of the nationals?
Giving the national team a break. It's been a lot on my body. It's been a lot on my head, mental, upstairs. So I feel like I'm really going to take a break and really focus on club football for now and, do my thing a little bit and try to...
Squad. And I think so. Because the first thing Steve McLaren did was reach out to Liam Bailey just to find out if he will be a part of the national squad. We all know Liam Bailey issue with the Jamaica Football Federation. But the first thing Steve McLaren did that was impressive and that was shown that he is looking for talent and he is looking for a result based on Jamaica national squad is to make sure that he has all of the best players for Jamaica. And to be successful in the national squad, as I said, we need the best players. And Liam Bailey is undoubtedly one of the best players. You get me? Not to downplay any of Jamaica's international players because they might be big. And we're still getting to that. Alright, so as I said, I honestly think that the big issue with Liam Bailey being a part of Jamaica national squad was the Jamaica Football Federation. You get me? He had his issue with them. Most of the issue not resolved as yet. But if the coach work with a player, the player will work with the coach. That I think I'm going to notice with football. You get me I say? And as much as the coach don't have upper hand in everything, the coach have the upper hand is who are going to start, who need to play, who need to come off. You get me I say? But behind the scenes, it's alright. And normally the Football Federation pull the strings like puppet them a control, but it look like Steve McLaren on top of him game. And I don't think Liam Bailey is going to risk the fact to get another injury. You get me I say? Because as you know, he's a big superstar now because he's in the Premier League. You get me? So in football level up on a higher standard. Especially if he's a starting player. You get me I say? So there's no way he's going to risk getting injured again just to be sidelined from Aston Villa after he had earned his spot in the squad. So that is the only setback now. But end of the day, Jamaica, the national squad, are going to need him. So we're going to see what going to be the outcome. And we have a lot of CONCACAF match coming up. We have a good period of time now. We have probably 2 weeks ahead of we to play Nicaragua. That will be held on October the 10th. You get me? So the national squad need him. And what one more striker? Well, I think one more striker can make a difference on the Jamaica national squad. You get me I say? So hopefully Liam Bailey can see that the squad need him. And people have said this countless times, both coaches and players. When Liam Bailey is playing for Aston Villa, it's a total different ball game from when he's playing for Jamaica national squad. We totally understand. You get me I say? And to really gel in with different players every other match or every other training or every other national match are kind of something difficult, especially with different coaches. You get me? So because different coaches have different style of play, different coaches have different style of play when they want to play them play. You get me? I say, alright, so we're going to talk about Kaisley Palmer. So Kaisley Palmer is an attacking midfielder for Jamaica national squad and also play for Hull City. Alright, so far he has 6 appearances and 2 goals, and in his last appearance against Stoke, he scored his second goal. He was the one taking the penalty. He missed the penalty and then scored rebound. But Palmer is one of those players that I've always highlighted out of Jamaica squad. He's a brilliant attacker and also a brilliant defensive player. You get me? And in the last match he played against Stoke, he had 4 shots, 2 on target, and 1 goal. You get me? So he's a good player. He's a really good player. And he complete 25 passes out of 31. You get me? So he's a really good attacker and a really good striker. You get me? So he's one of the outstanding players for Jamaica as well. So he's also one of those players that is also performing in his club match that is in the championship. You get me? Probably not be in one of the highest levels of football, but it's in England, and the fact that it's in England and also it's in the championship. We have a lot of good side in the championship like Leeds, Watford, Burnley, Sheffield United, West Bromwich. Now, which basically can right up the side. You get me? So he's playing football on the highest level. He's performing on the highest level. You get me? And he's one of the players, as I said before, is performing in his national matches and also in his club football matches. Alright, so Mason Greenwood to Jamaica. When? You get me? I say when? When did they come? So this is something we are wait for how long? You get me? So we see the news is, we see the facts say, alright, England definitely not gonna call him up because England have a lot of players, a lot of football players, superstars, and them definitely don't need him. But Jamaica need him, as I say, one more extra striker can make a difference. You get me? And Mason Greenwood being on form right now, 4 appearances and 6 goals is a really good stats. You get me? He's playing really good for Marcel. He was an outcast for Manchester United for his personal life that we're not going to talk about. And Manchester United sent him to Getafe, where he played on loan, and now he's currently at Marcel. You get me? So as I say, I think Mason Greenwood can make a totally make a difference at Jamaica squad. Brilliant players. So alright, so we're gonna read the report on whether or not he's gonna be at Jamaica. You get me? Because as I said, the Phantom one now, we have a lot of important match coming up in the CONCACAF, and if he can reach the Jamaica squad before the next match in October, that would definitely be a good thing. Alright, so multiple sources are reporting that Marcel winger Mason Greenwood has commenced the process of switching alliance from England to play for Jamaica Reggae Boys. So the 22-year-old former Manchester United starlet who represented England once at the senior national level, as per FIFA rules, can change alliance as he was under 21 years old when he competed for England in 2020. One report states that the registration paper has been handed over by the Football Association to the Jamaica Football Federation as per request, so that a formal request for a switch can be put to FIFA. So Greenwood, who was born in Brantford, is eligible throughout his paternal grandparents. That Atlantic reports. Greenwood, who played one season for Spanish La Liga club Getafe last season on loan from Manchester United, had been on a radar for the Jamaica Football Federation. So for a number of years, but concrete steps were taken after the appointment of English Steve McLaren as the new head coach of Reggae Boys. So as I say, that's why I rate Steve McLaren, brother. The man know talent and know what it takes to be successful in the national squad. You get me? So that are the two good moves the man makes so far. The man reach out back for get Liam Bailey, and the man reach out for get Mason Greenwood because him know talent. And him know say if Jamaica are gonna make it through the CONCACAF to the World Cup, we're gonna need a side. We definitely gonna need a side where we know alright can put to that level there. You get me? And Jamaica has the talent. Jamaica has the experience because majority of our players are playing at highest level in the Premier League, Russia League, also France League. So once we can get the players, then we're gonna want them, bro. You get me? I say, and I honestly believe this Jamaica squad are gonna reach far because Steve McLaren I do much as possible just to get the right players. You get me? Because he know players. Yeah, so he's a very experienced coach, coach a lot of sides from England's national squad to Wolfsburg, from Nottingham Forest, Derby County, Newcastle. You get me? Just to name a few. But he's a good coach. You get me? As a good assistant coach as well. So over the years, if you're a coach Wolper side over the years, from different countries and also a countryside, basically you're gonna know talent. You're gonna know footballers when it's them. You're gonna know what we're gonna need to be. What we're gonna need is be on the next level to get on the next level there. And I think that is his first step to moving towards success in Jamaica. Get me? I say because as I say, he reached out to Liam Bailey, and he reached out to Mason Greenwood. So if we have two of those players on the side, what can stop Jamaica squad? You get me? And he has won his first match for Jamaica against Honduras 2-1. You get me? And we have a lot more match to win with him. You get me? I say Steve McLaren put in the work. You get me? I say him get to feel out the side more because he only managed 2 matches for Jamaica so far. The first one was against Cuba, we ended up draw, but we played a better ball game. We played against Honduras and we win. You get me? And we have the next match against Nicaragua, if that's what I'm pronounce. You get me? So we're ready for the road, man.